Your afternoon drive. Number 2, Men On, Van Nunley and Fred Slow. And in the on-deck circle, Marie Castillo. This is 2 Men On with Van Nunley and Fred.
Mike's hot.
It's Wednesday, Albuquerque. You know what that means? That means the boys are talking football. Well, also NBA, also Major League Baseball, also Van Nunley with me on the program. Van Nunley, how are you?
Well, hello, my friend. How goes it?
We're good. We're doing well.
It's good to hear.
We're dealing with some technical diffs. Because the last time we were in the studio, the Facebook and YouTube live stream sounded terrible.
Mm-hmm.
We did like a little sound driver. So they don't have sound cards in computers the way they used to.
Right.
It's all part of the video now.
Mm-hmm.
So we did a little we pressed reset. So hopefully that thing is sounding great. If it's not, 505-246.
Let us know. Yeah.
The Sports Animal text line, Sports Animal hotline. Call us on that thing. We'll take calls today. We'll take text today for sure. I'm more pro text than I am call.
Sure.
But if you reach out, yes, we will answer today. We're doing it today on a Wednesday. Also, it's a short progie today, 6:05 first pitch for the Isotope. So what's that mean? So we'll go to the pregame will be at 5:45.
We will have Sush with us at 5:30. Mm-hmm.
I called a bunch of friends of the show because I was like 90 minutes. You talking about 90 minutes?
It's going to fly by.
It's unacceptable to me.
We cannot cover the world of sports and sports adjacent content in 90 minutes.
You know how I cover sports? You know how I tell a joke? It takes me 90 minutes to get one out.
You are in for the long con for sure.
I got feedback today. So do you remember last Friday we're from Ice Coast Park, day after the NFL draft?
Mm-hmm.
And I do like a 17-minute sequentially on our first pitch. I do like a 18-minute.
Oh, it was a blast.
Like
enjoyed
diatribe.
Sure.
I do a 16-minute monologue.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
I believe we were at Sadie's when we did that.
Sadie's.
Yeah, we were at Sadie's.
Yeah. The day of the draft.
Mm-hmm.
And the feedback I got was, you don't think you should talk about the draft?
We had a whole rest of the show to go. It's only one segment, boys.
I'm the worst. So we're going to go football. We're going to go heavy football.
Okay.
We're going to relive the draft.
All right, let's go.
Also, NBA playoffs are very important right now.
Mm-hmm.
I can't pick the winner yet, but I can absolutely tell you why it's going to be Denver.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they are the best.
It's not even close.
It's going to be Denver, Boston again.
It's going to be Denver, Boston again.
And then if the Celtics can shoot over 50% from three, congratulations to the champions. And that's the only scenario where Denver doesn't win another one.
Philadelphia last night, huh?
They're okay.
I don't know why you have such a terrible feeling towards Philadelphia.
It's mostly the people.
Yeah.
It's the people.
The overtime was wild because you kind of feel, at least I do at the professional level, that's going to be basket for basket.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a big in the NBA, college basketball too, but college basketball is different now with NIL. But I'm a big streaks guy in basketball. It's always a game of streaks, but for some reason I think that doesn't apply in overtime.
Right.
I think it's always possession by possession. But the 76ers are like, no, we easily got this one. Pull out ahead. So the Knicks are now leading 3-2.
Tomorrow.
Big finish for them last night. Had a state athletic commission meeting today.
Oh, how'd that go?
It was good.
Oh, good.
Pro wrestling is alive and well. This weekend we're going down to Las Cruces.
Yeah.
You're going down too.
I believe so.
We got to figure out a plan.
Okay.
You want to be a referee?
I miss you, man. I miss you.
Soft yes, but also soft no at the same time. I don't get to talk enough. I don't get to yap my big mouth enough.
What if you're one of the ones that really interferes with the whole deal?
Okay, I'm back in.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? Like, there's a special guest referee.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You make it more about yourself than the actual match?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in. Yeah.
What if you called timeout in the middle?
Right, guys.
Timeout.
Guys, hold on. I got to answer a text real quick.
Timeout.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Guys.
Van, I can see you giving 1 count, 2 count, and then the third just pausing.
They're just getting distracted.
Everybody in the crowd just letting you know everything on their mind.
Going in the crowd and having a beer real quick.
You guys are oblivious to it.
You guys just hang. Need to check my prize picks.
My prize pick got returned yesterday.
Ooh, what happened?
So I had former St. Louis Cardinal Jack Flattery, and he took the over, did very well.
Yeah, I had him in 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I also had the center for the Cavaliers, Jared Allen.
Same.
Sat out.
Yeah.
E&P.
Yeah.
Refund.
Mm-hmm.
I got entries today, though. All right, here's our prize pick entries. Here's my lineup.
Okay, let's do it right now. Get it out of the way.
I got my lineup.
Okay.
So, Paul DeYoung, more than 0.5 hits, runs, and ribbies.
Yeek. Good luck.
We already got it.
Oh, good for him.
Okay. I got Aaron Judge, more than 1.5 hits, runs, and ribbies.
Yeek. He's ice cold right now.
Well, I know, but it was a low number, so I thought
Okay.
maybe it's
Yeah.
double.
Comes out today for you.
Juan Soto, more than 1.5 hits, runs, and ribbies.
Okay.
Now, this is the one where it was a bit of a reach.
Okay.
Shohei Ohtani, more than 2.5 hits, runs, or ribbies.
He is crushing it.
Crushing
That's
it.
not that big of a reach.
I missed on one
That's
already.
kind of his numbers normally.
I had Paul Goldschmidt, more than 1.5 hits, runs, ribbies.
1.
0.
Ah, 0?
Yeah. And then I got James Harden over 17, more than 17.5.
I already had one not hit,
I did a flex play.
and it was a bummer.
I did a flex.
I got a bunch open today. I got a lot of lineups in play today.
I can tell when you're not ready for the show. It's when you have a lot of prize picks entries.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I've been watching the Phillies with a close eye. Zach Wheeler, more than 6.5 strikeouts. My boy got 6. That's a bummer.
When all you know about the sports of the night is that tip-off for the Dallas game is at 8:10. That's when I know you've only been living that life. Well, the reason I brought up wrestling and refereeing is I was like, well, you could do whatever you want. You could buck the system
Sure.
and make it about yourself.
Mhm.
Just like the University of Houston has done, man.
Good for them.
Yeah.
Good for them.
Did you see this?
Yes.
So they're going to use the Columbia Blue, which, by the way, if you're a fan of Columbia University, there's a lot going on over there right now.
Right.
Yeah, turn your TV on.
It's not just the Oilers. That is not why the city of Houston wears that color of blue.
Okay.
It wasn't a random choice. The city of Houston, the flag is the color of Oiler blue. That's why they chose that color, not because it's pretty, not because they just liked the color.
Here's some quotes.
It's on the city of Houston flag. It's the official color of the.
Ever too.
Telling Texans in general what they can and can't do is a stupid move. Straight up stupid move. It's the official color of the city.
So
You can't tell them that you can't wear their official color. Nice try.
So the NFL had told them they couldn't wear it.
Who think you
Who do you
are?
think you are?
Yes.
So here's some quotes from Athletic Director Chris Pesman. Quote, "We're doing it."
Yeah.
Also, this one,
Sweet.
if you all want to come down here and have a court case about it, we'll be happy to oblige. Like, what? That's not a real quote. That can't be real. He says, we're giving them 2 to 3 weeks to respond.
Mm-hmm.
We're waiting on a response to see if we get one. Literally a layup. He says we can use because the city uses it. I'm in on this. And I like the idea. Like, I'm very pro NFL, but I'm very anti NFL trying to ruin the NFL.
They try often.
It's their thing.
Yeah. Seasonally, they try over and over again.
Make people hate you.
You know what we haven't done in a while?
What's that?
Act like jerks, said the NFL every 3 months. And this is just the newest one.
Stay fighting. And again, I'm pro NFL, but it's just so easy to make them look bad with their own actions and decisions.
These really pretty light blue colors don't run.
Look right in my sweet, precious baby blue Columbia eyes and say that to me.
Columbia ain't even in the United States. Why is it called Columbia?
It screams like
That's Southern America,
Yeah.
man.
I believe that country is actually red on the no-fly zone.
It's
It's not even blue.
their official color is obviously white with little sprinkles in it because of all the cocaine.
Excuse me, NFL. Could you have more Napoleon energy about this?
You're gonna tell somebody that has absolutely nothing to do with you whatsoever, except for they happen to play the same sport with the same shaped ball. Look, this is something you can't do. People who have nothing to do with this whatsoever.
Excuse me. Football team in Nashville. I'm sorry you don't get a say over what the University of Houston does.
Yeah.
Also, that color blue is like the sweetest sports color.
It's so good.
That Columbia powder blue,
Mhm.
baby blue,
Mhm.
newborn blue,
Yeah.
you're my boy blue,
Somehow, like it's a super soft color, but it's intimidating.
blue the ox.
Really. I think that was a different color of blue for the ox.
You think a written story,
Mhm.
you're going to be able to tell me the color of the ox?
You don't
from
think
Paul Bunyan?
you don't think they described the color in the story?
I believe they did, and I believe they described it the way I just said. The color of the Great Lakes. Beautiful blue.
You think the Great Lakes are Whaler blue?
Paul Bunyan invented the Great Lakes.
Mhm. Okay, by what, hitting him with a hammer?
That is not so far off, but
Okay.
yes, dragging his axe through the ground because he was so large with his blue ox. Aesop's fable, bro. Good culture.
You're just really jumping around stories here.
Yeah, I'm
Just
not.
leaps and
These
bounds.
are, he had to leap from Lake Erie to Lake Superior.
So Aesop
Yeah.
is the originator of Paul Bunyan, is what you're saying right now.
You're gonna tell me it's not one of Aesop's fables?
It is not.
What is it?
It's Dr. Scholl's.
The Foot Doctor.
Mm-hmm. Paul Bunyan.
Damn it.
Yeah, it's okay. That one's a late bloomer.
I have this idea. Every college that's within a recognizable distance
Mhm.
of like an NFL thing should just make a jersey that looks exactly like the NFL's right now.
Stand in solidarity.
Yeah.
Why? The NFL already did it. The Denver Broncos are just dressing up like the UTEP Miners. But
Pitt,
it can't go the other way?
Pitt needs to be black and yellow. Like it needs to be like
That'd be super sweet.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, 100%. They should do that.
Also like representations of the thing that are way cooler. Like if you're, I was giving an example, California,
Okay.
you have a stupid team name like the Lakers named after Paul Bunyan,
Uh-huh. Where he drug his axe.
where he drug his axe in
In
the Great Lakes.
Minnesota, yeah.
Where did Minnesota come from on this? That's not connected to the Great Lakes, brother.
Sorry, what?
There's
The Minnesota Lakers?
There's lots of lakes.
Yeah.
In Minnesota.
10,000 of them, I've been told.
There's not that many in California.
It's
That-
close, super close to zero.
So they should grab like the USC colors. That's where I'm going with this. Like if your professional one doesn't make sense, but that's the NBA. And they only do cool stuff anyways.
I mean, does Los Angeles have actual Trojans anywhere? No, they do not. That one doesn't make sense either.
Coliseum, brother.
Yeah. It's called the Coliseum.
Oh, the Coliseum.
It's not the Coliseum.
It's the only call I see.
It's a couple miles away across the globe.
If your sports team was named after, and it could be landscape or cityscape, I don't care which one, but the
Mhm.
most iconic of those things, that's what they should all be named after.
I don't hate that.
No, I don't either.
I don't hate that at all.
I don't know what city is known for. I guess Seattle Space Needles. That's a stupid name that I just said. No, I didn't.
The
like it.
Seattle Space
I didn't
Needles?
like it.
There's other space needles around
They're
there.
also known for their maritimes. I think mariners works.
Mariners.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Seahawk sucks because I don't really know what kind of bird that is.
It's in the title.
Oh, a hawk.
From the sea.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I watched a video of a seagull eating a squirrel recently.
That's exciting. Tell me more.
Gulp, gulp, gulp.
You just swallowed it?
It's brutal, dude.
Okay.
A lot of
Nature's very brutal.
I don't send you ever memes, but I always send you videos of things consuming or regurgitating things.
You often do.
Those are
Yeah.
my two go-to
Mhm.
things.
You've been doing a lot of tapeworm stuff lately.
Yeah, dude, I'm into tapeworms right now.
I can tell you are.
Tapeworms are so hot.
We don't talk about how weird we are on this program
No.
often. It's kind of implied.
Why?
It's very much implied. I've ruined my algorithm on the internet
Okay.
the last few days.
Yeah.
I've been looking up people who are addicted to synthol. Zay, have you seen this? These synthol addicts?
No, I
They're
haven't.
like ex-weightlifters, like bodybuilders,
Don't they inject in their arms?
and they inject
I've seen
oil,
this.
synthetic oil into their arms to make it like puffier. And like some people who do like actual weightlifting competitions do it, and it looks natural, just adds like a little bit of definition. But there's people who are like legit addicted to it, and they have like just ridiculously large muscles in weird places, and they look unnatural. And I looked up stories about it and like the medical terms for it. I did a lot of research one night. I was bored and I thought it was interesting. Now my algorithm is just weird puffy dudes all the time now. Just unnaturally looking weird puffy dudes. It is awful. I have ruined my algorithm.
Those guys you're talking about, their arms don't go to their sides.
Mm-mm.
505-246-0610 Sports Animal Text Line. If you haven't seen one of these people in person, I feel weird for you. Because like it's hard to describe how bad it is. Also, if you have seen one, like send us a pic.
Yeah.
Don't take pics of strangers. Like if there's like someone on your Facebook that like posts the pictures of it and stuff. You saw one in the wild?
Yeah, I saw one of these people in the wild and I was like, that's weird. I've seen one other person like that on the internet randomly. And then I started looking up more and more and more about it. And now that's all I see on the internet. Here, watch. I'll open up my Instagram.
I believe
We'll do this in real time.
Oh, we have shared Instagram, idiot.
Oh, the personal. Oh God, it might have infected.
That's what I'm
It
saying.
might have infected 2 men on as well.
When we get back from my break, my favorite college football player is now a professional football player in the NFL. And I'm gonna tell you about like why this is a really big deal to me specifically. That's gross, dude. It was the first thing that came up.
Yeah, it's like the third one that came up, but that's still enough.
Oh, I didn't like that. I did like to get a lot of pro wrestling in there too, though.
Yeah, that one's not me, obviously.
You listen to the Sports Animal, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Brought to you by New Balance.
New Balance.
Welcome back to Tune On right here on the Sports Animal. Short show today. Thanks for hanging out with us. I still first hit 605. Man, you want to go to the ballpark on this? Just hang out.
I could.
Let's go.
I often do.
I don't know if it passed on me because my truck's in the shop. I think they'll just let me in.
You know what?
50-50.
We're going to find out
We're going to find out.
because my pass is at home. Not in my truck for once.
Or you know what I'm going to do.
Forgot it was in my pocket.
You know what? I'm just going to buy tickets. I don't care. I'm not going to change it.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's nice.
I support local.
Totally. As far as the show goes, it's a bummer
It's a bummer.
that we got a short show. You don't get 3 full hours of us.
When we get to
2 hours plus. Everyone wants. Everyone needs it. They respect it. It's what they're used to. But there's a good reason.
and then we get to go and enjoy baseball.
And more importantly,
Okay.
day baseball.
Tomorrow.
I love day baseball. It makes me so happy.
Yeah.
I got a little sun on my face.
You like
I got a little beer in my tum-tum. Get some peanuts in my system.
Give me more of that.
It's the best thing on earth.
The best thing on earth actually happened today.
Oh, go on.
The Panthers are signing undrafted Missouri kicker. So here's the thing.
Yep.
Harrison Mevis, who you know as the thicker kicker,
My dude.
has signed undrafted a multi-year deal, and they're not even tryouts.
Yeah.
You're
He's that
here.
dude. Wait, he kicked the longest
61 yards.
kicked the longest field goal in the history of SEC. Had the highest percentage last year. Okay. And also, if your right tackle goes out,
Yeah.
slide the kicker right in there.
Fat kickers
Yeah.
rule, dude.
He's like Shohei Ohtani, but fat.
So I'll just do some measurables for you. You're almost 6 foot.
Yeah, just a shadest under.
You weigh what? $180?
Yeah.
Okay. Put 60 more pounds in your frame.
Oh no, I can't.
That's what I'm saying.
No.
I'm like 6'6", and I weigh like 275.
Mm.
When you're 6 foot and 240,
Yeah.
like you're a little jelly dude.
Yeah, you are not affected by wind ever. It just bounces off you. Gale force winds, nothing.
Mevis on the ride, you running? No, we ain't. We ain't running. Not gonna happen. Not me, coach. And also, Furley's not that big. Like he's just like a strong dude.
For a kicker.
Yeah, but he's stout.
He's like the size of 2 kickers.
Yeah.
He's like the size of 4 jockeys.
Thickest kickest is what he is.
Thickest kickerist.
I like that one. As far as fat athletes go, I'm a big fan.
Mm-hmm. Give me all the Bartolo Colon you got.
Forever we will do radio. We will talk about Bartolo Colon.
Rip. I mean, he's the standard of what a man should look
We
like.
listened to John Ruck the other day.
Yeah.
Not because he was good at baseball. He's a little fatty.
It's funnier coming from a little chubster.
Thick. T-H-I-C-C. Thick.
I don't know, man. I need to see some more pictures, but that backside might be 3C thick. I'm not sure. 2Cs might not be enough.
I have found when you have athletes that are big boys,
Mhm.
that when you're a big boy athlete,
Yeah.
you can't do the regular thing easy, but you can do the extraordinary thing easy.
Sure.
If you're like
Yeah.
a chip shot,
Mhm.
like an extra point, like maybe your anxiety rises a little bit. 60 yards plus.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah. Trust
Yeah.
the thick boy.
Look at these thighs. I got at least 67 in these thighs. You would think kickers would be bigger. If you could be a big boy and also flexible at the same time, you think you would be a better kicker than like a little skinny guy with bird bones.
That Randy,
Like I'm in constant fear of kickers after every play. If somebody comes around that corner hot and smacks you one, I'm always afraid you're just going to break in half.
that Randy Bullock.
You're just going to bust into a bunch of rings like Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, you're talking like the kicker from the Replacements?
Like anyone, like almost any kicker who's not the thicker kicker or Sebastian Janikowski. Like,
Randy Bullock. Why aren't you saying Randy Bullock? Have you forgotten about Houston famed, Houston Texan and Tennessee Titan, fatty Randy Bullock?
he's not that big
He wasn't
compared,
that good. That was the problem.
compared to Sebastian Janikowski
That was the big boy.
and Harrison Mevis.
All right, I got a little list right here. You ready?
Okay.
Butterbean.
Yeah, Big fan.
That's
Big fan. Well, I'm a normal size fan, but he's big.
yeah, he's big.
Yeah.
Also, when your nickname is the way you look, as opposed to your name, his real name was Eric Esch.
Yeah.
Like that's when you're a fatty. I'm into that. Also, if you're gonna pick a sport, and right now I think people are really crapping on novelty boxing. He was like the first one.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he's actually good too. He's a big boy.
He's a big boy.
Yeah.
Now I hated Albert Hainsworth, and he was supposed to be big, so I'm not putting him on my list.
Okay.
Okay. Now, what about Eddie Curry? Used to hoop for the Bulls, played for
Hainsworth
the Knicks.
wasn't abnormally large though.
Albert Hainsworth? Yeah, he was.
He was big, but he wasn't like he's a lineman. Like that's what they're supposed to look like.
Big boy.
He's not like a kicker that stands out in the crowd.
Do you think Sean Kemp was fat? Not in his prime.
Oh, later, yeah,
He became a big boy.
He gave up.
His body started to look more Glenn Davis, who I don't also put on this list.
He started that way though. Yeah, he started like late Shaq. Yeah,
Big Baby is a cool nickname.
he looked like a big baby though. He literally looked like a big baby.
The best
I don't think he could ever have facial hair.
say more.
What is like God, come on, brain. Alopecia, but like just his face.
You're missing me.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't think he can grow a beard.
Is there a better quarterback nickname than the Pillsbury Throw Boy?
Hard.
Jared Lorenzo,
Hard to do.
who's no longer with us. But the Pillsbury Throw Boy, very good. You're a big Cecil Fielder guy. Put him on the list. Prince Fielder, too.
All time. Yeah. Prince was, he had the body shape, but he was like jacked. Prince Fielder
Yeah.
was bulbous. He was rounded on all of his
Who's
edges.
the third baseman that plays in the Saudi league? He's played for the Giants.
Pablo Sandoval.
Pablo Sandoval.
Did you see Pablo Sandoval this year
No,
when he made an appearance in spring
he
training?
turned out.
He is jacked now.
That's
Like,
awesome.
why didn't he do that then?
Like Carlito.
Carlito.
Excellent. So Carlito
Okay.
is in the LWO. Just
Oh.
like Ray Mysterio Jr.
Wrestling, I should have known.
Yep. Both these guys were big, but they were both really good. So I think it gets lost a lot. We talked about John Craig, but Charles Barkley. Charles Barkley was a big boy, but I don't think he was ever so big.
No.
No. David Wells.
See, David Wells kind of stood out.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't like big, like you could tell like he was jacked underneath it. He looked like his blood type was Arby's.
He got it. That's awesome. He pitched that perfect game, and the story goes that he was the most hungover human being on earth, and like probably still under the influence of the things that influenced his decisions the night before.
Yeah. Partying with the cast of Saturday Night Live is the story, right?
That's the story.
Yeah.
God, man.
So cool.
If I could go back and redo my whole life, because I thought now, 20 years into radio, I'd be the host of the Tonight Show. Like that's what I thought.
Naturally,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Perfect progression.
Fred's childhood dream: become host of the Tonight Show. Not there.
Mm-mm.
Not there.
No.
Top 40 media market in Albuquerque, New Mexico. It's a good job. I like
It's
it.
a good get.
It's
Yeah.
not bad. There's no one saying, "Here's Freddie."
No.
No. I think I have the best one. And I'm going to give it to you when we get back from the break.
Stoked.
So you continue talking about fat leads whenever we get back. It's coming on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal. So it's right here. You shut the front of your car. Okay.
Okay.
You walk around to the driver's seat. Sit down, turn the ignition on. And you don't know if our
Just like the regular ignition or
remix,
the remix ignition. Okay.
you don't know if your protagonist here is going to thwart a dealing or if they're going to cause one.
Okay.
Yeah. Continuing down our list of fat leads.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I'm your favorite one.
Okay.
Now I'm not going to say this is the best one, but I know you very well, and
All right.
I have the opinion I'm about to give you. Okay.
Okay. I'm really excited for
John
this.
Daly,
Excellent work. Excellent work. Top shelf. But here's the problem.
the legend.
Here's the problem.
Don't say he's the slim down shell of himself. Don't you say that to me.
I would never say that because that's not true whatsoever. He's a golfer. Like, being fat doesn't get in the way of golfing well.
For a fact, you have an altar to him in your garage. I know that for a fact. I've seen it.
Used to.
Okay.
Don't have a garage anymore.
Ah,
Yeah. John Daly.
you're a Daly.
If John Daly was like a gymnast, I'd be like, this is the number one answer forever. But he's like a golfer. You don't have to be like super athletic to be a golfer. Tiger Woods was like the first one for like a golfer to actually be an athlete and be
Mhm.
fit and strong. You just have to, it's a finesse sport.
If we call Charles Barkley fat, do we call Shaquille O'Neal fat?
Lake Shaquille, yeah.
Not. Hey, definitely not.
Yeah.
Definitely not Orlando.
Like the big Shamrock Shaquille, like that Shaquille. What was he in Phoenix? The big cactus?
Shaqtus.
The Shactus.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Shactus. Like the big Shamrock and the Shactus that like played 12 minutes a game, like grabbed 4 rebounds and signed autographs. That one was
When he got
unhealthy.
when he got so late in his career, the jersey number he was wearing was the age he was when he was playing.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Sweet.
I mean, Babe Ruth is the number one of all time.
No,
He was a big boy.
over George Foreman.
Yes. I mean, Butterbean over Foreman. Butterbean is like aggressively large.
Are you eliminating defensive linemen? Like you're not putting William Perry?
No, because that's something you have to be big for. Like you have to be big for that.
Hey, but he was also a pro wrestler, so does that count?
I mean, for you, it's extra points.
Yokozuna.
Andre the Giant.
Oh man,
For doing that.
CC.
But like Babe Ruth, because back then, no one was lifting weights.
Right.
No one was like eating protein powder. No one was going to the gym. No one had a personal trainer.
Mhm.
Everyone looked like skinny dudes. Obviously, skinny white dudes before
Yeah,
Jackie
it's
Robinson.
before Jackie Robinson.
Like, skinny white dudes. And then Babe Ruth comes along, just like this chubby, bulbous man with an extra chin, dropping bombs.
Yeah.
Like drinking beer and eating hot dogs, and ripping eaters in the dugout.
Darts.
And the best one ever. Until Shohei.
Babe Ruth seems like the kid who would lean over the side of the bullpen. He's not, I mean, I guess he was a pitcher at one point. But the dugout, you go, hey kid, give me a sausage.
Mm-hmm.
Like and the kid would do it, and he'd run up to the thing and goes, "Mr. Ruth wants a sausage."
Yeah. And he probably had some weird nickname for him.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Randall.
He's like, I don't know what that means. A hot dog kid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Instead of yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Give me one of my lucky leaves, boy. You're like lucky leaves.
I don't know what that is, Mr. Ruth.
I did
This is a niche one, okay? When Diego Maradona quit doing cocaine, he immediately got super fat.
This is a good one.
Yeah, he got real fat. He's still playing like soccer at a high level. Yeah,
You don't want to put CC on the list?
CC's on the list. But if you got Bartolo Colon, if you got David Wells, I mean, is CC even that big?
His forearms weren't as big. They weren't big enough for his body. His body was so big, but his forearms were so mellow.
This is weird.
It was weird.
Yeah,
So skill position, guys. How do you feel about Jerome Bettis? You want the bust on the list?
that's a big boy. That's a thick dude. That's a thick dude.
Caller just called in and says, "Don't forget about Reggie Roby. I guess he was a punter for the.
Yeah, Reggie Roby, but he wasn't fat.
I guess he
he
weighed
was-
in at 250.
He was like kind of like athletic, kind of muscular.
Okay, 250.
Well,
You could pull that off at 250.
If we're talking about punters, Reggie Roby's in the black punter conversation. He's not in the fat punter conversation.
Yeah, he was bigger, but he wasn't
Yeah.
like chubby, like fat, like
No.
bulbous, like rolls. He's just a big boy. He's another dude that like he could have played multiple positions, I think.
That Marquette, do you remember Marquette King? That dude was like 5 years too early. The punter?
Oh yeah. Is it Marquette? Or just Marcus?
I think it's Marquette.
Marquette King?
Well, he currently punts for the Battlehawks. I know this for a fact because of my fandom of the
Okay.
St. Louis Battlehawks. But he was with the Raiders.
Yeah, he's on the Raiders.
Yeah, but he got in the league like 5 years too early because this social media is fire.
My apologies, Marquette and the King family.
Yeah.
I've been calling you Marcus for like the better portion of
That's
the
not correct.
decade.
That's not correct.
That's wildly incorrect.
The texter says Tony Gwynn. So the sports animal text line says Tony Gwynn.
Okay.
I like that one.
Yeah, you little chubster.
If you didn't watch Tony Gwynn, which a lot of our listeners now probably not, right?
Sure.
The dude could spray it to any part of the field. And it was so wild the way he would at bat, like high and outside, you know that's going to right center.
Mm-hmm.
Like low and inside, you know he's ripping it down the left field line. Like he had all that. Oh, wait.
One of my favorite stats, 'cause he was like a good athlete, like all around.
Yeah.
Like played basketball at San Diego State. His senior year of basketball, he had more assists as a point guard his senior year of college than he had strikeouts in his whole career.
Is that a fact?
Isn't that wild?
There's something as well about a left-handed hitter. All the best hitters, I guess that's not true, not best, because Albert Pujols was in that list. Stan Musial was in that list. There's a bunch of righties that can do it, but
Sure.
I mean, Barry Bonds, Ken Griffey Jr., Tony Gwynn. I'm a fan of Tony Gwynn's approach to baseball.
It doesn't exist anymore.
No. I don't even know some kid can get it.
Like Luis Arias of the Marlins used to be on the Twins.
Yeah.
He's like the closest comp, the way he plays baseball, to Tony Gwynn. And he's the only one.
Tony Gwynn was like, if you were designing, all right, so you know I use words all the time to describe stuff?
Yeah.
I would be like, his bat was just like an extension of his arm.
Sure.
Yeah, like he was at one with the bat. The way that, you know, the analogy you always use with Harry Potter and Quidditch.
Sorry, what was
That
that?
analogy you always use, man. Why don't you tell me what that is? That one you always use.
I don't know what those things are.
You know,
Oh, damn it, I do. Quidditch is the broom game in Harry Potter.
well, unless you grew up poor like me, it's
Yeah.
Swiffer.
Ah, Swiffer.
Yeah.
Those are more expensive than regular brooms. You
Are
don't know.
they?
You don't know how good you had it.
A Mets fan,
If you're talking dollar store purple Fabuloso in the same mop that you've had for 20 years, now talk to me.
you know exactly.
Now talk to me. Yeah.
That handle on my Swiffer Fabuloso combo thing that you're talking about
Mhm.
has fallen over from where I keep it stored more times than I've actually used it.
Every time you open the door, it gets
100%.
it rattles the wall a tiny bit and it slides down and you can't close the door because you didn't notice it falls down. You got to pick
It
it back
gets
up.
stuck between the door and it gets
Yeah.
a crease in it. You remember that Royal Rumble we went to where we stole all those chairs?
Very much so.
Okay, so you know my Royal Rumble chair, which
Mhm.
is the most comfortable folding chair of all time.
It's really
It's
nice.
unreal.
It's aggressively nice.
It's got, when you sit on it, it's like
What do
Ronda
you mean,
Rousey.
what do you mean your chair? We each have two of them.
It's in that same closet. So when I go to pull it out to whatever, do a Zoom or something.
I mean, in the same dollar store where you get your Fabuloso, they sell those little wall hooks where you can start hanging. your
Oh,
Swiffer. So it
forget
won't
you,
fall-
dude.
It
No,
won't fall over
not
anymore.
doing it.
Won't fall over anymore. I'm trying to help you.
In my home, multi-use or no use. That's how I feel.
Okay. Fine.
I just bought a new house.
Hey, congratulations.
And I've been looking at like all these like social media trends on like how to like maximize your space. Because this is like the biggest house I've ever owned, right? This is not like a small efficiency thing like I currently live in.
You are pretty minimalist.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah.
I own nothing. But now I'm like, I could own things. Like, can couches, tables, chairs, cabinets all be Murphy? Like, can I do that? Let's go.
No.
I don't need adult bunk beds.
No. Murphy beds are like legit sweet. I'm into Murphy beds.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hey, I got a little Murphy desk that I use all the time.
Mhm.
That thing's the jam.
Yeah.
Pop it up. It's right in front of the window. Looks good. All right, here's my thing. A Mets fan was removed from the ballpark last night. And I'm not one that usually goes hard on Major League Baseball. I'm usually the guy that's like the NFL is ruining the NFL.
Uh-huh.
But I think the Major League Baseball really dropped the ball on this one. I'll tell you what happened when we get back. 95.9 FM, AM 610. Please, 410. right, so take this with a grain of salt, man,
Okay.
because it's from the New York Post.
Oh God.
I mean, come on, dude. I go to the source. You know what I mean? Go to the source. So it was dollar night over there for the Mets. Okay,
Okay.
and a
And
fan.
the Phillies already canceled Dollar Dog Night.
Yeah, too much.
Sorry.
Too much
No.
hot dogging.
Yeah.
They said.
Slinging wiener.
So there was a fan who had got a white tee, not one of those nice like BLYT ones, but like a Hanes tee, right?
Okay.
And he had created a list on it that said beers, drank, hot dogs, eaten, and was doing tallies underneath.
He's doing the 999 challenge.
I do 9 dogs, 9 beers, 9 innings.
Yep.
Yep. I believe that is correct. I think you just said that. 'Cause that's facts. So this local legend, okay,
Yeah. Hero. We'll call him a hero
correct.
for the sake of this story.
He's because the hot dogs have run out from sale.
It's a bummer.
So he's calling for this entire section. He's like, I need more dogs. And he's doing like the double arms up move. And fans are just pelting him with dollar hot dogs that he's calling for.
Where does this get bad?
It never gets bad.
Okay, because this is awesome all the way through so far.
And the ninth inning, everyone started throwing their extra dogs at him. Cops had to toss him so everyone else could stop. He wasn't thrown out for having a good time and apparently left without incident. So there's all these videos,
Okay.
and they are brilliant,
Okay.
of fans pelting him with foil wrapped doggers.
This is sweet. When does the story get bad? And they kicked him out for this?
But it's like it's like seeing shooting stars in the sky. You know what I mean? The way they just like
Sure. I mean, you got a big white shirt too. That's a great target.
ugh.
I love this so much. So the wiener slingers were not tossed.
No,
Just the guy who
yeah,
was begging for it.
bad day to be a glizzy, man.
My goodness. A lot of wasted glizzies. I don't like that. But everything else I'm super into.
There's an Instagram post of him on the subway with his shirt. The shirt says "Bad day to be a glizzy," and it has the tallies on it.
How far did he make it?
10 and 10, 9 and 10, 9 dogs, 10 beers.
What the hell? He's a champion. He did it before 9 innings?
The quote says, "Welder, blue collar guy, just wants to drink beers and eat glizzies."
My man.
$1 hot dog night should be just moving forward be called shenanigans night.
It's getting that way.
5 o'clock whenever we get back. Zooming on 95.9 FM and AM 610 the Sports Animal.
And in the on-deck circle,
America's Castillo.
this is Two Men On with Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
Mike's hot.
Boston about to take that thing. You can do this as intro music.
What is this, like the theme song from Snatch? What is this? Guy Ritchie's hit movie Snatch?
The music you're going to play when TNT loses the NBA right and Charles Barkley walking out the door. You see that? So I guess it's like a real thing.
Sure did. 2.5 billion, is that the number?
That's wild, dude.
2.5 billion for the exclusive right to the NBA.
Who's going to get it? ESPN?
I mean, it would be NBC, Peacock,
Universal stuff.
Universal. Yeah,
So according to this,
a lot of stations.
it's a 10-year deal, and Apple will take their place. So you're very wrong. So it looks like the Apple taking their place. Yeah. Oh, and then they're going to. I see what you're saying. So then Apple's going to distribute it.
Correct.
Dang.
Because we're not far off from having 3 streaming platforms. Because now you got like 40 of them.
Mm-hmm.
And they're all being bought up by each other one at a time.
Oh, just like
So,
cable.
surprise,
Yeah,
surprise,
it's like satellite.
surprise, surprise! It's all the same stuff. Oh, now we have to watch commercials again for our TV show to play. Sounds familiar.
Nostalgic me. Nostalgic.
Anyway, let me wrap it up.
Yeah, sorry.
It's going to be like Amazon, Apple, Netflix. Those 3 are going to own everything.
I don't think you're wrong.
And maybe Netflix isn't big enough to start buying people up, and they got bought up by somebody else. But
That Fallout thing on Amazon has like messed up what people thought people wanted. Like if you'd have gone to me and been like, "Hey, Freddie, sci-fi, the protagonist is a lady. It's binge because I hate binge. You know, I want episodic by weekly.
sure, yeah,
All the things I think are terrible about television because I hate all those things. It's the best thing on TV. Like, oh, Amazon, okay, you got me. And it's so cookie cutter stupid. You can just have it on.
right.
Yeah. And now they're gonna have all that money to be able to buy the NBA, and I'll actually watch.
Yeah, I mean, it's surprising what they're able to do with the source material.
The
'Cause,
Fallout.
like, yeah,
Oh,
Fallout.
okay, yeah.
It's a friggin' video game.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna make a compelling hit TV series with like allegory and irony, comparing things in this Fallout universe, stuff that's going on now, and getting people thinking and talking. And it's a friggin' video game series. Like the best friggin' TV show of last year, also a video game
What was
series.
that?
The Last of Us. The Last of Us was fantastic.
Yeah, that's slapped.
It was so good.
Up until
Based on a
episode
video
2.
game.
Every episode after episode 2 sucked.
Ah, you're super wrong. It's fantastic all the way
We've
through.
had this talk.
Yeah.
You can't have a zombie show that doesn't have zombies in it. If I'm sitting down and I'm like, I'm gonna watch a show with zombies, don't just remove all the zombies.
Well, there's plenty of other zombie shows to watch. Every station has one. Every channel has a zombie show. And some of them are just zombie murdering shows.
Oh, you're talking
The
about
Last of Us is like character development and complex.
Ooh.
Took you into the hearts and minds of the characters in the program. Let you know what they were going through
You know what?
emotionally.
Here's what I want.
Not just zombies. Yeah.
Brains.
Boom, shotgun. Boom,
Oh,
crossbow.
let's go.
Boom, booby trap.
Yeah. You did what? You put chainsaws on your motorcycle? Heck yeah. Like, that's what I want.
Uh-huh.
When the NBA was on NBC, like in the 90s, that has a nostalgia factor for me.
100%.
The John Test music.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like, what was old boy's name? Inside the NBA with Ahmad Rashad.
Ahmad Rashad.
Ahmad Rashad slapped Marshall in a round.
So good, dude.
Loved it.
So good. But it's either going to be Apple or Amazon. Apple, Amazon, or Google will end up owning everything on the planet, including the NBA. You're next.
You gone. I don't want there to be a time when Charles Barkley is not.
Well, he just transfers right over.
It becomes a free agent. Right?
Yeah,
Becomes a free agent.
for sure. If you don't have a job, you can't like make him work for TNT. He's not going to be the new voice of the most extreme challenge whenever TNT buys that program and remakes it.
That show was sweet.
So good.
I'm taking my talents to Amazon. Do your Charles Barkley and say what I just said because yours is better.
It's considerably better.
Well, I made a very important decision, and considering there's no Turner Broadcasting Network doing basketball, I'm taking my talents to Amazon.
Beaches, Kenny. Beaches.
Can we get my show from San Antonio where they got them big old girls eating churros, man? Can Amazon have a new studio in San Antonio, man?
I already make $25 million a year.
That seems low.
Does it?
Yeah.
You can't pay that if you're Turner and they don't have basketball, but you can definitely.
He can do something.
Yeah.
Whatever Chuck does, people will follow. He's like a big enough personality.
If there was
He's like Snoop Dogg. Like
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg can do anything. He's like, ha! Look at Snoop. Look what Snoop's doing now.
there are idiots today that don't know about like Snoop murder. Like they don't know about
Right.
because
Yeah.
he's so successfully rebranded himself.
Yeah.
If you had a follow Chuck around TV show,
Yeah. Martha Stewart went to prison and Snoop didn't.
that's correct.
Yeah.
That was different stuff though.
Mhm.
That's causality. Or
Correct.
No,
Mhm.
what's the other one? Whenever two things happen but they're not related, what's that called?
Correlation.
Yeah, correlation.
Correlation,
Yeah.
not causation.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
If there was you just said it, but if there was a show called Chuck Does,
Sure.
sure.
Yeah. I'm in.
He teams up with Nathan Fielder.
Yeah.
They go around the country.
I'm talking to you, Omaha Productions.
Yes.
Do it. You can have this one for free.
I'll just love it here at this diner. You're like, what diner are you at, Chuck? And then you learn so much. He goes like, and I'm talking like the stupidest stuff. He goes like small town soapbox derby race.
Yes. That'd be
That's
fantastic.
the thing. He's helping the high school football team set up hay bales before the soapbox derby goes down. The biggest hill in town, Devil's Backbone.
A lot of people have a misconception, misconception about Alabama, man. I'm gonna take you on a tour of real Alabama.
Kenny will not get another job.
That's that's it for him.
He's done.
He's done.
Ernie, TNT won't let Ernie walk. So they'll end up using him for other stuff.
You think?
100%.
Huh.
He's
I don't know.
synonymous at this point.
Wait, he has to be doing basketball stuff. What else is he gonna do?
He's very talented. You can put him for anything.
Sure.
What else would they? Well, they'd have some money now, so they would end up getting something.
Wait, do they want to buy out the contract early? Because you can just buy him from them, and you could do the same thing for somebody else.
Ernie's such a good host. If you put Chuck and Chuck together somewhere else with like somebody who can't handle them, it would be bad.
Oh, it's a great moderator between those two.
Yeah, he just reins them all in
Yeah.
because I don't think they would ever stop. Also, in little inside entertainment for individuals, there's a lot of people writing their jokes. Like, don't
100%.
Okay.
All those situations.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on. Yeah. We all know. Thanks for doing it though, but we all know.
there's stories when like celebrities would go to host Saturday Night Live and they would like do $100 handshakes with like the best writers.
Mm-hmm.
And, like Odin Kirk would be like, "Yeah, I just was left loaded for the week because I'm saving all my good jokes all season."
Mm-hmm.
You know, like,
Yeah.
you're good.
Welcome to the program, Steven Seagal.
If I wasn't going to host the Tonight Show, that was on my list, right, for Saturday Night Live.
I'd still do it.
If they called you,
Mhm.
I know you're very funny. You don't have the urgency work ethic that it would take for Saturday Night Live. You don't
Oh.
work fast enough.
Hold on. I know a lot about Saturday Night Live and how it works. You deprive yourself of sleep and you do a bunch of blow, and then the night before you do your best work. Historically, that's how it's worked.
For you in life or Saturday Night Live?
Talking about Saturday Night Live.
Okay, sorry for the
Talking
confusion.
about Saturday Night Live. Yeah. It was not a Freudian moment.
You would have like whenever you do have your 1, 2, 3 good jokes of the year,
Yeah.
like quarterly or whatever of the Saturday Night Live season, not of the year. And then they'd be like, "That's bad."
Yeah.
And then you just lay back down on the couch.
Mm-hmm. Hit me up in another 3 months, boys.
It's gone. It's gone.
The wheel wasn't invented in the day, boys.
What does that mean?
That means sleep deprived and blow.
That's not what that means. There's just
To you.
a correlation. I don't even know where these other places are based out of.
Also, this is my second cocaine joke of the day, guys.
That's a lot. It's a lot.
That's way too many. I don't want you guys to get the wrong idea or worry about it.
Very Eric Clapton right now.
Yeah, no, it's not a thing. It's just a joke.
What office, like what studio is Amazon out of? Like what studio is Apple out of? What
Whatever
studio?
ones they want.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah.
I would make them put me in a state without income tax. That's number one. So we would be in like Texas.
Okay.
Also, oh, hold up. That's the play. You put Chuck in Galveston.
Mm-hmm.
Or what's one? San Antonio.
San Antonio.
Is that close to Galveston? Yeah, that's like
No,
close.
San Antonio's in the middle of the
Okay.
state.
San Antonio is not in the middle of the state.
Compared to Galveston, it is.
That's the one he hates, though. Put him there.
Hmm.
Because that's whenever you're funniest, is when you're tortured.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. So put him there with all those John Daly women that he talks about all the time.
Yeah, exactly that. All the Bartola Colonas.
Nice. It's the Isham Dental soundbite of the day when we get back. This one's a good one, man. It's long.
Okay.
We're going to be able to riff.
I don't know what's coming, so I'm
No,
really
I haven't
excited.
told you.
Yeah.
It is. It's NFL draft centered. How about that?
It's too much hitting already.
2 men on. 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal. We're back on the program. It's the Isham Dental soundbite of the day. Now, this is a good one, Van.
I'm
Okay.
excited.
Now, it's kind of a visual one.
Okay.
So it's going to be like a little tougher.
Okay.
But I think it's going to work. What it is, it's every 2024 first round draft pick best play from college.
Interesting.
Yeah, so it's the
Okay.
broadcast, and they're in order of pick.
All right.
Number one will be Caleb Williams, and it's several minutes long, so we'll just riff over it for a little bit because it's very good, because it's everyone's best play. It's incredibly exciting. Isaiah, whenever you're ready.
Rice up top, Washington in the slot.
So this is Caleb Williams.
Williams was looking there, closed off, comes back.
So this is that play where he just scrambles for like 25 seconds.
Throw to Brendan Rice.
Isn't that wild? So I find this little cut up because I was so crucial on the NFL for ruining the NFL's drafts. And then I was like, oh, I forgot that these athletes are going to go on to be really incredible, like go-get-em athletes. And Drake May, like, scrambling to his left and throwing one with his left. And I'm like, we're about to have a lot of fun in the NFL.
All right. I found this and I'm caught up.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to have really good athletes doing really athletic things in the NFL for the next 10 years. And I got fired up positive again with the issue middle soundbite.
I get what you're saying right now, and it kind of that's dope. It speaks to the athleticism getting better and better every single year, and snowballing every single year.
I say you can kill it with this lineman stuff. But
There's always a bit of nostalgia when people are talking about sports and the sports fandom and draft classes. Your favorite draft class 20, 30 years ago, whatever, they wouldn't make the cut now. There's a few freak examples of like people who are just like way better than everybody else. Dan Marino could play right now, right?
in his prime, he could play right now?
Sure. Yeah, he could play right now. He could play quarterback in the NFL
not,
right now.
not 60 whatever year old Dan Marino.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. Thanks for clarifying.
Just thought
But everyone in that draft class, it's not Dan Marino or John Elway, couldn't play right now.
Yeah.
Phil Simms, are you kidding me? Phil Simms, he couldn't play in the NFL right now. There's no way.
Grant Hartman would be a multi-level threat out. No, he would not.
Yeah.
Also, my favorite thing in this highlight was the Penix and the Aduze highlight were the same. So
it's nice.
So I got fired up. You know, I had recently been on the I'm disappointed the way the NFL is doing some things. And I still think I'm like, the NFL needs to chill on ruining the NFL.
Yeah.
But I am kind of pumped for like how good it's about to be with some of these athletes, because we were in a booty quarterback situation for the last 2 seasons. There's 6 dudes here right away who are going to save the day. Immediately.
And like, for example, back to my point, Fridge Perry, he was like the biggest guy in the history of NFL.
William the Refrigerator Perry.
They don't make them like that anymore.
No.
They never will. He's only 6'2", 330. That's average size now.
Correct.
If you're under 6'2", 330, you don't make it to the NFL.
Also, if you're 6'2", 330 now, like you're muscle.
Yeah, it's of muscle.
Yeah. Look up Aaron Donald real quick. Tell me what he is. Also, on this highlight sheet that I watched, you know, a bunch of those linemen went. I'm not for a second believing anyone cutting up highlights of linemen aren't just taking the first like block they saw.
6'1", 285.
Okay, that's actually not as close.
Well, he's not one of the bigger ones.
No.
Yeah,
that's why I was trying to.
That's why people were low on him coming out. He's undersized. Anyway, there's going to get every single year. It's going to snowball. They're going to get better and better and better. That's why it's so hard to pick out like a franchise quarterback now, because every year it seems like every few years, like, oh, he's a generational talent. There's probably going to be 2 or 3 more of him the very next year. It just depends on your organization. How do you support him?
505-881-0422. Reach out to Scott Isham over at Isham Dental. You know, he takes that Medicare A and B. Make an appointment, same-day dentures, 3 appointments, and you walk out with a brand new smile. You know how I know? Scott has put his fingers into my mouth.
That is accurate.
And it was very medical. Not like whenever walking, or not like whenever Heath Ledger's Joker put his fingers inside of Jake Gyllenhaal's sister's mouth.
Oh, right. Way different.
Yeah.
It may have been the first time you elaborated on what you meant by him putting his fingers into your mouth.
Theater of the mind.
Yeah, for sure.
Also Medicaid, Medicare, American Dental. There's Cigna, Aetna, and United Concordia. Also, like everyone out there who has like a job that provides dental, pay for dental. Get dental.
It's cheaper than you think.
Well, it ends up being cheaper in the long run too. Because
Yeah.
if you don't take care of your teeth, you end up in like a situation down the road.
Yeah.
Like that's tough one. And I grew up poor. Like, I'm very aware of this. I'm excited to turn the corner on the NFL though. Because moving forward, I'm only pointing out terrible NFL fan, and I'm only pointing out when the NFL is sabotaging the NFL.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'm pro every single thing NFL moving forward.
That's a pretty hard 180 you got there, buddy.
Well, because I've seen the light. I'm excited for J.J. McCarthy to get under center in the NFL and turn and hand it off to a guy.
That's what he does best.
You know how long it's been since I've seen a quarterback in the NFL go under center? Let's go. I'm pumped right now.
They're not. That's not what they're going to train him to do. I guarantee you.
What?
Yeah.
That's the thing you did really good in college. NFL,
Yes.
you better not ruin the NFL again. I just warned you. Turn and roll the opposite side of the field. Look to the coach for the next play, which will be another run.
Exciting, right?
This is the running back in Minnesota, Dalvin Cook. Let's go.
Is he? Did he go back?
I would assume.
He's going to be in shotgun just like everyone else.
No
one's going to run the I formation just because J.J. McCarthy came from
CJ
Michigan.
Hand him the ball. I can't name this other guy.
They need somebody else.
Nwangwu. King. Doesn't matter. You're about to have 2,000 rushing yards. But I'm excited for these storylines as opposed to the previous storyline the NFL gave me, which was most of these teams have bad quarterbacks. There's no reason to tune in.
What is it going to be, 5 new ones at least?
Yeah.
At least?
Well, but it's like worth watching. Before that didn't exist. Before it was, I got the list right here. Do you want to watch Josh Allen with the Bills? Yes, you do. Tua with the Dolphins? Yes, you do. Drake May with the Patriots? Yes, you do.
Yeah, for a couple of weeks till we find out he
but it's
sucks.
exciting, dude.
Yeah,
Aaron Rodgers with the Jets?
very much so.
Very much so. Lamar with the Baltimore team, whatever they're called.
Oh, must-see TV.
Joe Burrow with the Cincinnati team.
Sure, why not?
I will watch every play of Cleveland Browns football to see their quarterback hopefully get hurt.
Fail. Yeah, fail. Please fail.
I, every single day, want to see if they're going series for series in Pittsburgh with quarterbacks.
Running in plays back and forth.
That's what I want to see.
Yeah,
CJ
Yaffle style.
Yeah, CJ Stroud's the most exciting thing of all time.
He good.
A healthy Anthony Richardson. Thank you.
Gonna be fun.
Because Joe Flacco's right there. Like, Joe, don't take this on. Trevor Lawrence, final year of a rookie extension, looking to get paid.
Finally got some help around him. Looks like a solid team now.
And I know this guy can rip a ball because he does reps. That's Will Levis. Every single team in the AFC East, North, and South has a quarterback that makes me go, nom, 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 nom. And then you go to the AFC West, which I think has the best quarterbacks of all of them. Number one, obviously, Gardner Minshew.
Naturally.
The Oakland Raiders of Las Vegas, Angeles County.
Mm-hmm.
Justin Herbert, who is the most middle-tier guy in the entire NFL. Worth watching.
Disagree. I think he can be one of the best.
I didn't like Patrick Mahomes until Monday, whenever Raw was in Kansas City, and Patrick Mahomes came out and helped Logan Paul.
Is that a thing that happened in the world?
He gave him 3 Super Bowl rings, man, and Logan Paul lined him up on his fingers to deliver a knockout blow with his Super Bowl rings. Yeah.
Stay focused, Pat. This is when you fall off when you go Hollywood. This is the Taylor Swift effect.
Bo freaking Nix and Zach Wilson head to head for the Broncos. Riveting.
Do you know they're the same age?
No, I did not.
Zach Wilson's been sucking for 4 years. Well, 3 years. And Bo Nix is the same age.
The NFC East has the best quarterback in the NFC, which is Jalen Hurts.
Pretty good.
This is where it gets bad.
Morally, too.
Because Jaden Daniels, I think it's worth watching. He's not going to get beat up by Marcus Mariota. It won't be a thing.
Jaden Daniels is one of those guys I wish they would stash. I wish they had a veteran quarterback and let Jaden Daniels learn how to be an NFL player, take it slow, but they're just going to throw him into the fire.
The only quarterback not worth watching for real is the Giants. The rest of the league has quarterbacks worth watching.
But Drew Lock's worth watching. What are you talking about?
Isaiah, can you give me that to me again? I wasn't listening.
Yeah, I would say we got Josh coming on soon, so you guys shouldn't break before 5:30. That's when Josh comes on.
Okay.
So he's here on Comrex.
I like
but,
Josh.
I'll let you guys know when he's
I'd
back.
love to talk to him.
Okay.
I'll talk to Josh.
So we're saying run it out to 5:45. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Can be done. It can be done.
Okay, perfect.
But the worst quarterback in the league is Daniel Jones. The worst starting quarterback in the league right now is Daniel Jones.
Who's worse than Daniel Jones?
There's not one.
He's going to lose his job with Drew Lock.
I mean, maybe. But I don't think.
Yeah, off the top of my head, I can't think of one.
No, there's not one. Heck, Tommy DeVito's still there. Tommy DeVito took his job.
Nah, he had one good game. Two, maybe.
Caleb Williams in Chicago, yes. Jared Goff in Detroit, yes. Jordan Love in Green Bay, yes. J.J. McCarthy in Minnesota, yes. Here's some dudes that no longer start games. Sam Howell, Josh Dobbs,
Josh is ready.
Desmond Ritter. Like, these guys aren't starting games anymore.
Right.
We're going from football to baseball talk. Is joining us from the ballpark, his friend of this show, and broadcaster for your Albuquerque Expos, Josh Sushan. Josh, how are you?
This is interesting. I did not come in after a commercial, so I'm a little it's good though. You got to make sure that you can adapt. I'm excellent.
Good. When you get, sometimes you have to go to the bullpen. That's what they say.
Correct, and they are correct.
Good. That's super good. Obviously, yesterday was the start of a new series for the ISOs. Excuse me, friend. What's up with our guy, Sam Hilliard?
He is still one home run away from breaking the record. So here's the thing, though, about what Sam is doing. He's doing everything except hit home runs.
Sure.
Right? He's 8th in the league in batting average. He's 7th in the league in on-base percentage. He's 6th in the league in stolen bases. He's robbed home runs. He has robbed doubles and singles and thrown out guys. So he's doing things that, kind of the knock on Sam is that he was an all-or-nothing guy, right? A lot of power, a lot of strikeouts, maybe not as high of an average as you would like. And it's been the exact opposite this year. Now, he still hit 4 home runs, but 4 home runs in 24 games for him is kind of nothing. Dude hit 35 his first time at AAA. So it's an interesting dichotomy because I'm talking a lot about home runs because he's on the verge of breaking the ISOTIP's career home run record, and he's not hitting them, but he's helping the team in so many other ways.
Tough start to the series, which has been kind of a something you can set your clock to. I don't even know what other phrase to use. The ISOs refuse to win openers of series. Is that a conversation internally right now?
They're probably not even aware of it because, if we're being honest, when you're 8
different
and 20,
rosters,
but also when you're 8 and 20, you're not winning game 2 of the series very often, and you're not winning game 3 of the series very often, but it certainly is it's not good when you lose game 1 of the series every single time so far this year. And it's more of probably a coincidence more than anything else, because you think about college baseball. Okay, this is your Friday night starter, right? You're starting with your best guy on Friday night, and then you kind of go through there. But with the way that rotations are in professional baseball, it's whoever's turn it is. So it's not like it's the same person starting game 1. And there's a few years ago, I remember when Warren Schaefer was the manager, and we kept losing game 1 of the road series. And so we changed when we flew. Instead of flying morning of, we would fly this different time, and we would get in, the night before, and then we still kept losing game 1. So, all right, let's fly first thing in the morning, and then we still kept losing game 1. So sometimes whether you're flying the day before, the middle of the afternoon, the morning of, you just got to play better baseball, and you want guys to be rested. And that's definitely not the case right now because we've been home for 2 weeks. We've had back-to-back true, real Monday day off where you have nothing to do. You're not traveling. You don't have any work to do for baseball. Yeah, it's very nice. Bottom line is the boys just got to play better.
I mean, the boys all played a bunch of golf, right? Like that's what the majority of them did. Yeah. I mean, Hunter Stovall can't go very far to go hunting. So I think probably the whole team went golfing, right?
I don't know about the whole team. I try not to get too involved in what all the boys are doing on their off day. I'm sure there was some golf. I'm sure there was some fishing. I'm sure there was some hiking. I know one guy took the tram all the way up to the top of the Sandias and
Nice.
and ate up there with his family. You know, I'm sure some people just relaxed and just Netflix all day and chill. So it's a variety of different things probably.
Nice.
Jordan Beck did not have the day off. I know we mentioned it yesterday. We kind of glossed over it a little bit. This guy's like a real talent, and I don't ever expect him to come back. Do you?
After going 2 for 4 yesterday in his debut, I am now on board with Van Nunley and saying that he will never come back to AAA, even on a rehab assignment. He will never get hurt in his entire life. He will never step foot in a minor league baseball stadium again unless it's an exhibition game.
Love it.
Love this.
Love that.
He'll never get hurt, obviously. Never need a rehab. Never come back here again. He's going to miss green chili. You're going to have to ship him green chili and miniature hot air balloons to Denver all the time.
I want to make sure I got this number right. Tell me if this is correct. 112 miles per hour off the bat of Michael Toglia.
Yeah, that's pretty fast.
Are you being serious? That's the real number?
Yeah.
Dog, how you swing a bat that hard? Like I'm confused.
That's not even the hardest hit ball of the year.
Right.
What?
Sam Hilliard has 3 that are harder than that,
Dang, dude.
including 2 in one game.
Dang, dude.
Sam had a 113.6 and a 114.7 in the same game.
That's when you're mad at the ball.
Right.
Yeah. That's when the ball said something about you, but not to you. To like someone you didn't want to hear negative things about you.
You know what's interesting, guys, is whenever I've asked a player about when they just hit a ball a really long ways, right? I go, what does that feel like? And more times than not, their response is, it feels like nothing.
Nothing.
Like you feel nothing. When you hit a ball that pure, like when you get jammed, you feel it. If it's off the end of the bat, you feel it. I mean, there's an object that's coming at you that's pretty hard, and you're swinging at that same object. And so whenever you see those super duper massively slow-mo shots, you can see the bat kind of gives a little bit at the point of impact, and then the follow-through continues. But when they hit it that pure, bat don't give.
Oh, my God.
I feel nothing.
Boys, that is on the list, okay? You know what the hardest hit ball of all time is, according to Major League Baseball? 121 miles, 121.7 miles per hour by Giancarlo.
That would have been my guess too.
Damn it. In 2018,
He's got like almost all of the top 10, right?
he has Guna is number 3. Otherwise, he's every other one.
Yeah.
God, that's crazy, dude.
He's a big
Remember with
boy.
all these too is that just recently got. This doesn't go back to the '60s. This doesn't even go back to the 2010s. This is all within the last decade or so.
Hey, did you touch one of those Savannah banana balls that are made out of the same material as trampolines?
I did not.
Okay, so they're made out of the same material as trampolines, and whatever. So like I'm like whatever, I don't know, I'm like fingering one or whatever, and if you were to like bounce this thing off like the dirt, it'll come up waist high.
Yeah.
And he goes, can you imagine Giancarlo like getting one of those
With a metal bat.
Yeah, like that thing would hit the lights going up. Like it's that kind of thing.
How about a home run derby in which we use only those baseballs?
Let's go.
Okay, well, you can't have kids shagging fly balls for that one.
Yeah.
You kill way too many of them.
What you do is you create like a 50-50 style thing where you write a number on every ball, and then you as a fan like buy whatever's in the out, and you do a big giveaway. Yeah, if you catch the ball, then you're the big winner. I like it.
If you did a home run derby with metal bats, you wouldn't keep a ball in the stadium.
Have you ever seen any of those home run derbies with those softball dudes?
Unreal. And they do 360 spins on the final one.
Yeah.
They
It's been
all
a while since I've seen one, but I remember seeing one at Dodger Stadium. And again, it's softball, it's slow pitch, but still, dudes are just literally hitting it out of the stadium like pitch after pitch after pitch.
Right before I moved to Albuquerque, that was like my thing. I would like play adult league softball or whatever, and I would go around to these different parts of the country and you watch you do it. The thing about adult league softball is it's a bunch of cheaters that manufacture their own bats and then wrap them with the wrappings of like legal bats.
Yeah.
And it's like they're shooting them out of cannons.
Yeah.
It is the most unsafe, unsportsmanlike sport ever invented because it's dangerous and wild and bad.
Sounds really entertaining, though.
It is so cool. It's wild cool.
Or hear me out, play real baseball.
Oh. Hey, and they do those home run derbies like in the coldest part of like a night to where the ball will fly like the farthest. Everything is cooked. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like super hardcore. Who's on the pregame show?
Good question. The pregame show, there's a gentleman by the name of Austin Kitchen. He joined us last week. That's his real name, Austin Kitchen.
Why wouldn't that be his real name?
Because have you ever met another person named Austin Kitchen before now?
Oh, Fred Slow. Got it.
Okay. So Austin Kitchen is a guy who went to the College World Series as a freshman at Coastal Carolina, won a College World Series at Coastal Carolina.
Yeah, big one.
Did not get drafted, and then had kind of an epiphany one day that he was not done playing baseball. And basically, COVID saved his career because it allowed him to play baseball when nobody else was. So we get into details about it.
Love it.
Very interesting.
You're going to have a good broadcast tonight. We're going to come down and hang out. Day game tomorrow. Thank you, Josh.
Thank you, guys.
Good little interview of Josh Duchamp.
He's the best.
Production room is full, so they're going to write Bryce baseball. Van, final words?
Too much for the time allotted, my friend. Anything we didn't cover, I mean, which is a bunch because we had such a short show today.
Yeah.
Fully tomorrow. Got a fully tomorrow for you.
Let's eat.
Anything we didn't cover, check out on the opening drive tomorrow with Jeff and JJ.
I'm excited to eat dinner in a reasonable hour. Good job, everyone. GG.
See you tomorrow, Burke.